Hi, welcome to Vegan and Broke. In today's episode I am making this vegan mutton curry. It's very spicy and it's Sri Lankan inspired. Information on ingredients are in the description below. I have two methods of soaking the soy chunks. For the first method you can use just plain hot water to soak the soy chunks and it will take about 20 minutes to hydrate. The second method, you can make your own broth, which I'll show you in a moment. As for the second method, which I personally think is the better method, is you can soak the soy chunks in a flavorful broth. I use blackstrap molasses, which gives the soy chunks an irony flavor, very similar to beef. And then I add some Marmite, which also adds to the beefy flavor. Finally, I add a beef flavored stock cube, which is vegan by the brand XO. Then you want to just give the soaking liquid a big mix. Then you can dump in the soy chunks into the solution. I'm using the same ones from the previous example. You just want to leave it to soak for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, what you can do optionally is air fry your soy chunks. This will give it a better texture and flavour. First, start by squeezing as much liquid as you can and then put it into the air fryer for about 10 minutes. I've also added some oil here just to help crispen up the soy chunks. You also want to set aside the soaking liquid for later. This is what your air fried soy chunks will look like. A little bit like roasted chicken, but not really chicken. Now to make the curry. Into a pan you want to add some oil, along with your aromatic spices. Here's a spice blend. It's a mix of fennel, cumin, fenugreek and mustard seeds. About a half teaspoon of each. Once the mustard seeds start to pop, it's the perfect time to start adding your onions. Here you can hear the mustard seeds popping and you can add your onions along with some green chilli. Once your onions are browned a little, you can add some tomato puree and minced garlic. I usually add the minced garlic after the onions so they don't burn. Here I'm adding some of that soaking liquid into the pan just to stop it from burning at the bottom. Now you can add the soy chunks into the pan. You can add the remaining soaking liquid at this point. I've added about 3 small chopped potatoes into the curry, which gives it a bit of a thick consistency at the end. Then you can add some coconut milk. My can had coconut milk that was very thick, which just means the solids have settled at the bottom. Add some salt to taste. I'm I'm using the Sri Lankan curry powder for this curry. Usually I add the curry powder much earlier with the coconut milk. Forgotten about it, so it does happen when you cook. Don't be too hard on yourself when you forget things. These things tend to happen when you're in the kitchen. Now just give the curry a mix and you can see it all come together and thicken. Now cover the pan and just let it cook for about 10 minutes on a low heat until the potatoes are cooked through. This step is optional, but into a pan you can add some fennel seeds which you can toast and then blitz into a coffee grinder or a spice blender. This will give it a better flavour and taste at the end. And that's your vegan mutton curry done. You can serve it with rice or bread or anything you really eat curry with. I've added some parsley here, but you can use coriander, which is a bit more traditional. Thanks for making it this far into the video. If you liked the video, please just leave a like and a comment below. And if you really like the video, just hit the subscribe button. It does mean a lot to me.